Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. This one, we're going to be doing a video, kind of giving my review and my thoughts on the new update we've got, which is titled the Superpowers Update. I'm going to nickname this the Superheroes Part 4, because it technically is our fourth installment in the Superheroes update franchise, if you will. It appears we're literally going to be getting one of these every year now. My biggest issue with this is it's not worth a mini event. I don't think this is mini event material. I think all of this stuff could have just been thrown in. It's just like a week event. They could have just given us 1 week of the superhero stuff, and I was hoping they would, and I would have much preferred this. It's just 1 week of just like a mini event, if you will, or just a minor update, if you will, like they did last year with the Superheroes Return, where they just gave us Senor Ding Dong. I liked that update. I thought that was cool. They just kind of didn't do much with it. They just kind of gave, they didn't really stretch it out. I think this has just been way stretched out, this entire update. But anyway, let's get into the different layers of this update. So first of all, we'll take a look at the format. So here's the format. It's the normal kind of mini event format, and this is weird because this is one of the first mini events we've got which isn't actually about an actual episode. Like, this has got elements from multiple different episodes. I mean, the main thing it comes from is, of course, the Everyman thing, and yeah, I do understand that. Obviously, they gave us Everyman as a character, and they gave us a few things from the Everyman episode, like the Odin thing. I'm not sure about that driving theatre. I don't think that's in the episode, but they gave us a bunch of different things. So the format is pretty simple. It's just a normal mini event format where you send characters to keep on doing it to get the radioactive ooze, and that's the kind of main currency for this event, is the radioactive ooze. Yeah, you of course progress with the whole Millhouse storyline. It's him trying to get his powers back, sort of thing. And then every man gets them, or something like that. Something like that, anyway. And yeah, overall though, I'm pretty happy with the format. My only issue is, well, actually, not exactly. I've got a few issues. First of all is we've got obviously the land token. I guess fine, land tokens can be in there at this point. Now they've made obviously the whole land is no longer cash. I'm fine with them throwing land tokens in. The 2 buildings I'm pretty happy with as well. They were pretty cool. The decoration at the start is fine because it was, it's an easy thing to get right at the start. My only issue really is the animation is the final prize. I don't like it when they give us an animation for a new character. Like, I'm fine with an animation being added as a prize as long as it's for a character we already have. The fact that if they give us an animation for a character that we've literally just unlocked, it just feels cheap, and it just feels like they're kind of drawing it out. So I wasn't too happy with the animation as the final prize. But yeah, overall, I'm okay with the format, I guess. Moving on, we of course have the characters / costumes. So first of all, we have in the Vigilantes category, we have the Everyman, and they haven't given us the Everyman Homer. They've just given us like the kind of I guess the film, like or at least like comic book guy's idea of what the Everyman should look like, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with them adding him as an actual character. That's cool, and he's the only free character that you can get. I would like a Everyman Homer. I just think that makes sense because it kind of it would be a fitting costume. And I think they're probably going to give us that down the line. I do believe that this isn't the last time that we're going to get superhero stuff. I think there will be more superhero stuff to come next year, and I feel like they will be giving up next year. I feel like I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to add the Early Bird and Everyman Homer with the studio that the Everyman Homer was produced by in The Simpsons. I feel like that's what we're going to be getting next year. But yeah, that's Everyman Homer. And then also we got a new category called the Dependables. So I'm going to talk just individually. Of course, I'll go into more detail in the videos. Well, I sort of do. Just bear in mind, I did my premium gameplay, and for some weird reason, the Iron Lung, my audio didn't record for the Iron Lung costume. So that was kind of annoying. So I hope the Hot Flash one, definitely recorded. I just hope the Rambler one recorded as well. But I'll just go through them individually real quick and just kind of give my brief opinion. First of all, the Hot Flash costume I hate. I really do, because It's not even a costume; it's a character for a start. The Hot Flash character I don't like, because this really, they should have given us, just like what they did with Edgar Hoover in the LGBT update. They should have given us a bundle with Alice Glick and Hot Flash. I would have been fine if they did that. I would have even forgiven them for not giving us Early Bird if they did that. But they gave us Hot Flash as her own character, instead of giving us Alice Glick and then Hot Flash as a costume. Because now if they were to add Alice Glick later on into the game, it'd either have to be a separate character or be a costume for Hot Flash. And honestly, if they were to give us a costume for Hot Flash, that would piss me off so much, just because Alice Glick deserves her own character. She's not like a minor character who appeared in one episode. She's a character who's been in the background for ages, and eventually she died, of course, but she was in the background for ages, and she had, like, you know, her own scenes and stuff. So I just think it's really not disrespectful, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not right. Like, I want Alice Glick to be her own character, and that really annoys me. Also, Early Bird I've just mentioned, but Early Bird, which should be a costume for Jasper, that hasn't been added, and I just think they really, it wasn't anything big. They just should have thrown in Early Bird with this stuff, like just thrown him in as a character, as another costume. That really annoyed me as well. And also, the Dependables category doesn't have Fruit Batman in it, when they really should put Fruit Batman in the Dependables, because he's like the leader of the Dependables. So you know, just a minor thing there, but that kind of annoyed me as well. So that's my beef with Hot Flash. And then Iron Lung I think is an awesome costume, and the Rambler I think was pretty cool as well. Those two I'm pretty happy with. I think they're both really awesome, but Hot Flash I just have real issues with. So yeah. And then next up we have our building showcase. So, building and decoration. So we've only got 3 things here. We've got Odin of Shelbyville, which is a comic book store. I've talked about that before and how they should add it in like another superhero event. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. We've got the Stardust Drive-In. Nothing really too much to say about it. It's kind of cool, I guess. It's like, isn't it like, I swear it's like our 3rd drive-in, but or at least our 2nd one anyway. I'm pretty sure it's our 3rd. I think we got another, have we? I don't even know. But it's definitely like our 5th theatre overall, or 6th theatre overall. And then we've also got there the radioactive, hang on, what's it called? I'll find the exact name for it real quick. The radioactive ooze pit, which no complaints over. It's cool, I guess. It's not amazing, but it's there. I'm pretty happy with the buildings though. I mean, 2 buildings, it's not too bad. Especially because they're running out of buildings, so pretty happy with that. So yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all the entire things of the update. Of course, right here is the final picture we get when you complete the update, which is pretty cool. So just talking about this update as a whole, honestly, a little bit disappointed. What I said at the start of the video, my main beef with this is it's not mini event material. It really isn't. Like, this isn't based off an episode, like an old episode or anything. This is just stuff that they've thrown together and kind of just tried to make an update out of it, and it really does feel forced. It feels drawn out as well. If they wanted to do a full-fledged mini event, they should have kind of thrown in a few more different things. I think Alice Glick would have been perfect as well. That could have made the update a bit better. Actually, I probably would have preferred the update if they gave us Alice Glick. I guess my main issue with this really is Alice Glick. And I'm just annoyed that they just didn't give her as an actual character. But also, I do think the entire update is really drawn out and just really crappy, just because it's just, there's nothing here. They're basing this off nothing. They're just throwing a bunch of items together and calling it a mini update. They're not basing it off an episode, and I'm fine with them doing that as long as it actually kind of works. But I just think it just felt really forced. I just think, honestly, I'm fine with them continuing the superhero update. Just don't give us a mini event and don't give us a big event. Just give us something minor, something tiny, like just like what they did last year when they just gave us a bunch of things in the store. Maybe give us some for cash. That would be kind of cool. Give us maybe just give us these 2. They could have given us those 2 buildings. They could have given us 1 for donuts, 1 for cash. They could have made I think the Rambler, make him free. Give us a combo for Hot Flash and Alice Glick, make that 150 donuts. I think that's a fair price because it's quite a big character and you're getting a costume as well. Give us Early Bird and Iron Lung as a bundle, as a donut bundle. And then that radioactive pool thing, they could have just given us that for cash. And then that's it. That's the update. It lasts for a week. So if you want to buy them, you have a week to buy them. That would have been so much more better. But they had to give us an entire mini event, which I just think it's not a key. It's not based off a key episode, or is it really a strong theme? It's also a theme that's been done multiple times. This is the 4th superhero update we've had. And like I said, I'm not one of these people. I'm not someone who thinks they shouldn't be any more. Full stop. I'm fine with them doing them, but I just think they need to keep them to the minimum. Like they need to keep it to a minor, tiny little update, and that's my biggest beef. That I just think that overall this just kind of fell flat, in my opinion. But anyway, you guys tell me your opinion on this update. I'm not a massive fan of it. I like aspects of it. I really like the Iron Lung costume and I like the Rambler costume. I think they're both cool. The buildings are pretty cool. The decoration's okay. The Everyman character's meh. I mean, he's not amazing, but he's nothing to... I've got no beef with him. But yeah, overall, I think it comes down to the structure and the story of this event. I just kind of think it wasn't that interesting, and I think it's a little bit forgettable in my opinion. So anyway, thanks for watching, and of course the whole thing with Alice Glick, that has rubbed me the wrong way. And they did it in the Christmas update as well, when they gave us the elf workers, and that's just Jaffe and Lewis just as elves. Like, this is another thing. I'm fine with them giving us Lewis and Jaffe as a combined character. Hell, go for it. I kind of think that Lewis deserves his own character because he's, you know, he's quite big. But if they gave us as combined characters, I would be fine with it. But then they just gave us the worker elves thing, and that should just be a costume for them. So now when we eventually get Lewis, we just got these another duplicate, and it annoys me when we have duplicates, like things that should be costumes but they're characters. That just rubs me the wrong way. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts on this update. Maybe you did like it. I didn't really, but hell, maybe you guys have got a different opinion. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.